So I wasn't even going to release this information for quite a while. There's the Assumption of God Form series that we're working on right now, and I want everyone to really take part in. But yesterday, there was an open pagan ritual at a park that I was invited to. It never ceases to amaze me who shows up for this. There were flyers sent out. The intent was to have a lot of people come and view this. You know, that's fine. If you're not a pagan, that's great. If you don't want anything to do with it, stay away. But the fact that a group of militant, very anti-anything but Christians showed up for the sole purpose of disruption and to intimidate and make threats just is so fucking ridiculous to me that it just, it's an affront on all that is good and decent and is in no way in line with freedom and liberation and honor and truth, and in all ways reflects the elitist and greedy and self-serving purposes of the Illuminati and the reptilian agenda, which really furthers to make me a firm believer that Christianity has long been manipulated and is now a weapon and tool instead of a path to a higher self. But I'm sure there is a great deal of very good-hearted Christian men and women out there who live in a way that is completely opposite to what these people showed up as. And I do have to take it back. Even in my anger right now, I do have to look at the Illuminati and say, yes, those are pagans that do a great disservice to other pagan individuals. So just keeping in the vein of what this militant Christian group did, there was threats of physical violence, and then physical violence that followed. I had bottles and glass bottles thrown at me. I wasn't even part of the pagan ritual, but whenever that happens, I step in. And my first intent is just to move everyone apart and, stand my ground and say, you know what, this is freedom of speech, this is freedom of religion, we have every right to do this, you need to stand down, you're being essentially a terrorist. And that doesn't go well for people who believe that Jesus has told them to go nuke and bomb everyone who, one, isn't a Christian, and two, whoever the neocon agenda of George Bush, hijacked the Christian movement and has funneled them in that direction, and for some reason they can't see anything else but baby Jesus telling them to go kill people. So in this process, I had to pick somebody up off the ground over my head and hurl them back to the ground. This person had also already struck a woman, had kicked at a child, and numerous other things. So I felt no pity doing it. I also had to put my knee in his chest and grind and dig it in, so he had found it very difficult to breathe, and I had to hold him there until his stupidity left him. And then he was free to go. So I guess really what it came down to is I really feel that my pagan brothers and sisters, and even if you're not a pagan, that's fine. I really feel it's time, but, well, here's the thing. Because I do everything in a pagan vein, because that's my mindset, because, I study pagan stories, I study pagan mythology, and I've done it since the age of, 9 or 10, and so that's 20 plus some odd years. Everything in my life revolves around that. Well, I shouldn't say everything, but a lot of things do. At least in how I present myself and how I think and my worldview. But because I am also very interested in physical culture, you better believe I draw parallels between the great heroes of especially Germanic and European paganism and my own physical practice. I am and there's been some people that have picked up on this, I am a pagan strongman. I do pagan themed strongman shows. They've been small. I've been building up an act, essentially, and I am looking to teach and to give pagan parable through acts of strength, and there's some really cool things coming up with that, and as I develop them, I will fully release it. In about a year, I'm going to fully release who I am. I've already decided that. I've got the Order's blessing, and I'm going to go out on my own. I'm not leaving the Order, but I am definitely going to strike out as someone in the pagan community. My work with the Order will remain the same. The Order was initially a secret society within another pagan group. We are keeping with that work with the Order, and I am going to branch out and do my own thing. And the link between spirituality and strength training is my major focus, and of course my major focus in spirituality is European and Germanic paganism. So when that stuff comes out, I'm sure it'll be unique, to say the least. I have, I am my own guinea pig. Everything I do, I put myself through first, and if I don't get immediate awesome gains from it, I don't even touch it. So I think people will be very impressed by what they see when they see it. I want everyone who's interested in really stepping up their physical formidability, their physical prowess, to spend the next year going through what I'm about to lay out. And I'm big on leg training, and I'm big on grip training. Leg strength and hand strength are your primary, highly functional tools. Your next is actually your back. Pulling, back strength, lifting. These are the things that are going to prepare you to deal with almost any situation that comes at you. And these, if you study the stories of great pagan heroes and great pagan dragon slayers, even St. George, who is not a Christian, sorry, well, I'm not apologizing, but sorry to all the Christians out there. They were grounded in picking things up and lifting things over their head. So leg strength, back strength, then upper body strength. And I can give plenty of examples, but I'm going to keep that until my work is actually released. So for the next year, squats, something called farmer walks, which you'll learn to love, and push-ups. I want those to be your 3 major focuses. I want you to YouTube front squats, not back squats, front squats, because you can do front squats without assistance. You can get a barbell and put it across your chest and hold it in any way that you find comfortable and load it up with weight. You can get 1 dumbbell, perhaps even goblet squats. Look up front squats and goblet squats. Find the one that works for you and train it heavy. I have a number of sandbags that I've made at home, backpack or duffel bags. You fill them up, zip it shut, wrap the hell out of it with duct tape, and you have your sandbag. I have a 100-pound sandbag, 150-pound sandbag, all the way up to 250-pound sandbag. I pick it up, put it over my shoulder, do a squat, set it down, pick it up, put it over the other shoulder, do a squat, set it down. I'll do 50 to 60 reps, done up to 100 and plus more. Heavy leg training. Start with 20 repetitions with a heavy weight. Work up. Now, heavy weight is probably 25% of your own body weight. Do as many as you can do. Set it down, rest. Once you get to 20, you're done. When you can chain all the way to 20 reps, then add 5 more reps. Build up to 25, then 30, all the way up to 50. 50 reps with 25% of your own body weight is really good, really strong legs if you're doing front squats. Second, farmer walks, very important. These will take the leg work that you did and then apply it more evenly throughout the body. So pick up the same sandbags, the same dumbbells, the same whatever, one in each hand or just heavy one-sided farmer walks. Again, look up farmer walks on YouTube to get an idea, and then go for a walk. Look for a football field. Or if there's not a football field, hold it in your hands and walk around for 5-10 minutes. Build up to 10 minutes. Again, the weight should be maybe, I walk football fields with a 150-pound dumbbell in each hand. But that's what I've built up to. I didn't start that way. This is the power of belief and understanding myth and how it transforms your life. And this is what I've really worked at, and this is the information I'm going to release. When you get that in your head, when you realize that the Beowulf, the Siegfried, the Thor, the Hercules of yesteryears are waiting for people to re-step up into those roles, you'll feel a sense of calling into it. And this is what I felt in my own life. So pick up weight that's heavy, almost, that's heavy enough for you to take, steps with, but heavy enough to challenge you. You know what I mean? I mean, heavy enough to challenge you, but light enough so where you can actually work with it. And go for a walk. Build up to 10 minutes. Even if you've got to switch hands, it doesn't matter. If all you can find is one dumbbell that's pretty heavy, switch hands with it. It doesn't matter. It's not the fact that you can't do it in an ideal sense. It's the fact that you are doing it. Something is better than nothing. And so if you have to tweak with the program to make it work, do it. Other thing, you'll probably already know what they are. Push-ups, but do good push-ups, all right? Don't do fast, weak, too quick, whatever. I've seen people do push-ups and they're piss poor. Do good form push-ups. Build up to 100 push-ups, okay? Again, set a goal of 20. Once you get 20 in a row, then 25, whatever. You're building up to being able to do 100 push-ups in a row. Good form, solid, not too fast, slower the better actually, but just good moderate speed push-ups. And you're going to do it all within an hour. So you're going to do your squats, your farmer walks, and your push-ups all in an hour, and you're going to do that 3 times a week. Okay? I don't care what days those are, just do it 3 times a week. Okay? I'm not even going to touch stretching. I'm not going to touch anything else right now, but that's the foundation. Legs, full body, upper body. Your back is going to get a lot of work in this, even though you're not doing a lot of pulling motion, especially in the front squats. Your stomach, your abs are going to get a lot of work, especially in the front squats and especially in the push-ups, because you're actually contracting them and holding them together as you're doing these motions. Farmer walk, the same thing. Your whole body is going to get worked, and you're doing it in ways that actual pagan heroes and warriors of the past really did their training, maybe with different equipment, but the effects are going to be the same, and the spiritual effects are going to be the same. And when you realize you're training the same way Beowulf trained, something positive happens in your mind. Trust me. So, if you have any questions, email me. I'm not going to go on this subject for very much longer because I've got other things that I want to do, but I want to put it out there. Spend a year doing these things. I'll try to help you in any way that I can. I feel that the stronger, more empowered the person is, the more room and growth potential this person's spirit has. And believe me, when you look out across and you see a whole group of strong, powerful pagans, oh man, good for me, bad for the Illuminati, and bad for any of these Zionist, zealous idiots. So, get back to me. I know it's sort of a fast, quick, rushed video. I don't want to be, doing a part 2 on this, but this is also important information and something that will become more important within about a year's time. So get back to me.